Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just the name sounds like a warning. This predator dominated North America 68 million years ago. 12 meters long, 4 meters tall, and armed with the strongest bite force ever measured on land. 6 tons of pressure. Bone didn't slow it down. It was the target. But here's the twist. T-Rex wasn't just brute force. Its eyes faced forward. Perfect depth perception. Its sense of smell? Likely powerful enough to track corpses from kilometers away. And those tiny arms? They look useless. They weren't. Each could lift over 180 kilos. Movies sell it as a non-stop killing machine. Reality is scarier. T-Rex hunted, but it also waited. Stole kills. Chose the easiest win. A predator that didn't need to prove anything. So yes, Tyrannosaurus Rex was unstoppable on land. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Even this monster wouldn't survive what comes next. Megalodon, the ocean's worst idea. This shark wasn't just bigger than today's great whites, it was several times larger. Up to 18 meters long, with jaws wide enough to swallow a car. Its bite force? Over 40,000 newtons. Strong enough to crush whale bones like chalk. But size wasn't the scariest part. Megalodon hunted from below. Silent. Invisible. You never saw it coming. One impact, one bite to the chest, and the fight was already over. Whales didn't escape. They vanished. And unlike land predators, there was no hiding, no running, no high ground, just open water. If the T-Rex ruled the land, Megalodon owned an entire planet. And yet, something even larger would later trade fins for scales. Titanoboa, the snake that rewrote fear. This wasn't a myth. It was real, and it lived 60 million years ago. 15 meters long, over 1 ton of muscle. So massive, its body reshaped the ground it moved on. Titanoboa didn't chase. It waited, hidden in swamps, still as the environment itself. Then, pressure. No venom, no claws, just raw force. Its coils tightened with every breath its prey took, until breathing became impossible, until bones cracked. Crocodiles were on the menu, so were anything unlucky enough to get close. And here's the worst part. You didn't see teeth. You didn't hear a roar. You realized too late that the ground was alive. But next on this list, the terror didn't hunt alone. It hunted in numbers. Direwolf. Looks like a normal wolf. That illusion got people killed. This predator lived during the Ice Age. Heavier, more muscular, built for one thing: domination through numbers. Direwolves didn't hunt alone. They hunted as a unit. No fancy ambush, no patience games, just relentless pressure. One wolf forced you to run, another cut off your escape. The rest finished the job. Prey collapsed from exhaustion before the killing even started. And unlike big solo predators, direwolves didn't need perfection. They needed time. Injured? Doesn't matter. The pack adapts. That's what made them terrifying. You weren't fighting strength. You were fighting coordination. And next on this list, a predator that bet everything on a single perfect strike. Smilodon. No pack, no second chances. This predator didn't rely on numbers. It relied on timing. Those iconic fangs weren't decoration. They reached nearly 30 centimeters long, designed not to crush, but to end things fast. Smilodon stayed low, hidden, muscles coiled like a spring. One ambush, one leap, one precise bite to the throat, and it was over. But here's the risk. Those teeth were fragile. Hit bone the wrong way, and the weapon shattered. So Smilodon had to be perfect. Every hunt was all or nothing. No endurance, no drawn-out chase. Just silence, then impact. Miss that strike, and you didn't get a second move. And next, a predator that didn't wait on land. It ruled the oceans. Mosasaurus. Not a dinosaur, something worse. This predator ruled the oceans at the same time as T-Rex ruled the land. Up to 15 meters long, a living torpedo made of muscle and teeth. Mosasaurus didn't stalk, it launched. Powerful fins, a massive tail, and a jaw designed to dislocate, swallowing prey whole. Fish, turtles, other marine reptiles, nothing was safe. But here's the detail that makes it terrifying. Its teeth pointed slightly backward. Once you were caught, escape wasn't an option. You only moved deeper into its mouth. The ocean didn't echo with roars, just sudden violence. If Megalodon was fear from below, Mosasaurus was fear from everywhere. And next, we leave the sea again to meet the largest mammal predator ever to walk on land. Andrewsarchus. No claws, no fangs the size of swords, just a skull. And what a skull it was. This mammal lived over 40 million years ago and had the largest head of any land predator ever recorded, nearly 1 meter long. What did it hunt? That's the scary part. With crushing jaws and bone-breaking teeth, Andrewsarchus didn't specialize. It adapted. Carrion, large mammals, anything it could overpower. It wasn't fast. It didn't ambush. It dominated through size and force. Imagine facing a predator with the bite of a hyena, scaled up to nightmare proportions. No fancy technique, no elegance, just pressure and inevitability. But the final predator on this list didn't rely on teeth alone. It broke every rule. Spinosaurus, the predator that broke the template. Bigger than T-Rex, longer, heavier, but built for something else entirely. This wasn't a land hunter. It was semi-aquatic. A crocodile-like skull, conical teeth for gripping slippery prey, a massive sail rising from its back. Spinosaurus didn't chase dinosaurs. It hunted fish, and anything unlucky enough to enter its territory. Land or water, it didn't matter. That's what made it terrifying. While other predators mastered one world, Spinosaurus invaded two. And then it vanished, erased by time, like all the others. Proof that nature once experimented with monsters and decided we weren't ready for them. If you made it this far, you've survived Earth's deadliest predators. Now subscribe, drop a like, hit the bell, and tell me in the comments which extinct predator you think would dominate today.